What's up, guys? Coming to you from the Grand Hyatt in DC. Spent the last few days walking around DC, checking out, of course, the sites. Who doesn't want to do that? Then also went out to Virginia, spent some time with some friends, did some shooting with some special agents at one of their courses that they did. Just a lot of cool stuff that I've been able to do out here, connecting with people and continuing to keep building that footprint of investors that want to, do something when they retire. So that's the whole goal, is to help you guys figure out how do you want to build the foundation for your real estate investments and be ready for what's going to come with that wealth later. It's not about the wealth or the cash flow today. It's about later. And that's what I'm out here helping a lot of folks do. Right now, looking at the charts, just kind of see where things are heading. We've got the Fed's minutes are going to be coming out, giving us a breakdown of the last meeting. Now, that right there, the bond market's kind of, I think, tiptoeing into this one a little freaked out about what that might contain, because we also know there's potential for the hike at the end of the month here in July 27th, I believe, is when that Fed meeting is. Now, when you get those minutes, they digest deep into that. That's a lot of data that comes out, a lot of conversation amongst the Board of Governors there. And as a result of that, market gets moved one way or the other. Here's the big issue with that now coming out. Look where we sit. We're right on this line of support. And every time we've hit that support line, we've bounced off of it. But what's interesting, we're sitting on it at the same time the Fed minutes are going to be released, same day the Fed minutes are going to be released. That usually has a negative reaction. So what we could end up with is it pushed down to this level. And then it can go down even further. We have other support down further. I have not drawn that support, but we're getting further away from the moving averages. So I'm thinking, if we have not walked, you better be thinking really hard about that before the market digests this. It could be the opposite direction, but it doesn't usually work that way. So I'm thinking right now we're in a position that could be a little scary to be sitting in when the market finally gets those minutes and starts to digest it, and how the bond traders react to that as far as what's going on with inflation. Now, they're hoping that they're going to say there's some taming inflation, but we know it's not taming that much. Not enough, I think, to make a big enough difference to impact this. That's my opinion. We're going to find out soon enough. But if you've been floating, hoping to get something better, I don't think it's been a great move. And you know that because I've been preaching that all along. If you've been watching this, you know I continue to preach that. I'll continue to preach it. Get it now, because it's going to get worse, I believe. And it's going to continue to do that slowly over time. It's going to be, interest rates are going to continue to erode. We're going to see them go up. Whether or not we touch double digits, I don't know. There's a good possibility. People are claiming you're going to see rates come down over the next couple of years. They're probably right, but from where? They could go up to, say, 10% for the real estate investor and then work their way back down to the 9s and say, see, we were right. But you should have locked when they're in the 7s. That's where we're at. You should probably be doing that. Quit lamenting where we used to be a couple of years ago and take advantage of where you are today. Appreciate you guys. I'll get you information on Friday. It's Wednesday right now. 4th of July was yesterday. That's why you're getting it today. So I will talk to you again on Friday when I'm back in the saddle.